So about week 33, and this is the 10th of August until the 16th of August. And I did a bit more this week. It was a bit of a busier week, and from now on, I believe it's going to be very busy. I just had my little bit of a break doing house stuff the last few weeks, but yeah, it starts to get a bit busy as we come into September, end of August, September, and then the rest of the year is pretty chock-a-block full of all sorts. So yeah, I wanted to use a bit more colour this week because the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks have been quite bland in terms of colours, being very sort of pale blues and sort of, whites and things. And I just wanted a bit more colour really because it is still summer. The weather has turned here in the UK. It has been warm-ish, but it's a bit cloudy and it's not as sort of summery anymore. But it's still nice that it's not freezing cold just yet. But yeah, so I had a bit of a more eventful week compared to the last few ones. And I'm using the Vicky Bootin Storyteller cut aparts. And I use up pretty much all of them on this layout, apart from 2 6x4s, which were portraits. So I didn't have those pockets. So I can sort of put those into another collection because the nice thing about Vicky Bootin collections is that they all sort of merge into one, really. They're all very similar, so you could get away with mixing and matching different collections together. So this is the Storyteller collection, and the stickers that I'm actually using are from the Colour Study collection, which I've used before, and I do have the cut parts for that. But I only have a few of her books, and one of them, I believe, is a travel one, which didn't really go with this week, and the other one was quite bright and colourful, whereas these cut aparts are just a little bit more, duller as such. They're not bright colours, so they didn't quite go. So this one was perfect. The Colour Study was perfect for it, so I'm sort of using those. So the first photo is just a picture of Joe and I down the local pub. On the Monday, I was actually working early. I've been doing a lot of late shifts recently, so I've been, obviously working until about 8:30, so we've not been able to do much in the evenings. But on Monday and Tuesday, I was on earlies. So I was able to actually do things in the afternoon, and it felt like I had the day off because I was finishing at 3. So we went for a nice walk around the sort of local area, and we stopped in one of the pubs. It was very quiet. It was a Monday afternoon, but it had some sport on, so we just had a drink and just chatted really. We just sort of talked about what we want to do with the house and obviously our holidays and things like that. So yeah, that was nice. The washi tape that I'm using is a nice black one which has got little daisies on them. I think this is from Craft Sensations or The Works or something like that. But it's a really nice washi tape. I haven't used it yet, but there's quite a few black elements and there's also a lot of flowers on this collection, so I thought that would go quite nicely. I'm going to dot around these little gold dots that come in the sticker book as well. I try and put them on all the photos for consistency and things, and I like how it looks. And the cut parts are really nice because it's all about sort of just ordinary life. So I love that little cut part. It says every day, ordinary life. Because it really was just that this week, really. I didn't do anything really, really big, but it was just ordinary life, which I enjoyed. So that was quite nice. And I like this cut apart that says make things happen. We went to IKEA and the carpet shop on the Tuesday. Again, I wanted to have a look at carpets. We're not completely ready to do carpets just yet, but it's just to get an idea of what we sort of want. We are going to be carpeting our bedroom, the snug, and then putting hard floors in my craft room and the Joe's sort of room upstairs. And then we are going to carpet the spare bedroom as well. So we've got 3 rooms to carpet and then 2 rooms to hard surface, but then we haven't even thought about the kitchen and the bathrooms and all that. That's another day for those. But those, I do want to get the floor sorted in all the other rooms because the carpets we currently have are quite bright. But obviously I want to paint before I do the carpet so that if anything does get on the carpet, I'm not worried about it. So yeah, it's a work in progress. But we did go to the carpet shop, just have a look around and see what sort of things we wanted and sort of colours and how thick and things like that. So we got a good idea. So that picture there is just a picture of the carpet shop. And then the other photo that's going to go in the middle bit is a really cute picture of Moose sitting under the wheelbarrow in the shade. So as I said, the weather has turned a little bit, but it has been quite sunny at the beginning of this week. And Moose found a nice little shaded spot underneath the wheelbarrow. We actually caught Mango under it as well a few days later, so they do really like that spot. But I thought that was quite cute. So I'm just going to put that little love this sticker next to that one. And then the cut apart is one that I can just journal a little bit on there about what was going on. Then the bottom line, I actually had to go up to Newcastle for a work meeting on the Thursday, so it was really nice. I got up there quite early, so I had to wander around. I went to the shopping centre and just had a look around the sort of town. I've only been to Newcastle once, and that was for a Ed Sheeran concert, and we didn't really get to see much, to be honest. We got up there on the day of the concert, went to the concert and then stayed overnight and then came back the next day, so we really didn't see much at all. But it was nice to have a little wander around. I had about an hour to myself. I got some lunch and things, but I didn't feel very well this day. I was really I felt hungover. I hadn't drunk anything, but I think I was just tired. I think I was overtired, and in honesty, I probably was a bit dehydrated as well. And I remember standing at the bus stop thinking, can I get through this meeting? Because I just had a headache. I felt really tired. I just was very lethargic, and I just wasn't sure if I can even get through the day. But I made sure I drank a load of water and I had some lunch and things, and I felt a bit better by the end of it. But yeah, I really did question whether I could make it, actually, because I was very, very tired and I just felt awful, really. I actually went home after this. I went home and had tea and then went to bed for about 7:30. I was just that tired. But the two photos that go on the last pocket, after that meeting in Newcastle, I got back into Leeds, and then Joe was actually finishing work as well. So we actually walked home together, which was quite nice. And obviously we just spoke about things. I wanted to walk home. We were going to get the bus, but I wanted to walk home because, as I said, I had a bit of a headache, and I just sort of wanted a bit of fresh air after being on a train for an hour and a half. So yeah, I just wanted a bit of fresh air. So we walked home together, but there was cute little swans with their babies, and it's a nice little canal walk back home. So we enjoyed that. It was nice to catch up and just talk about things and talk about, how our days were at work and what we're going to do on our days off and things like that. So yeah, that was nice. It was nice to have some photos of us walking along. That's one thing I've noticed I've not done a lot recently, is pictures of me, really, because we haven't done anything. We haven't gone out to do anything, overly exciting. I've not taken any pictures of myself, so there's not many pictures of people the last few weeks, but hopefully that will change soon, because as I said, we have got a few more plans coming on at the end of August. September is very busy, not necessarily always out, but we are animal sitting 3 different animals in September, so yeah, that is going to be interesting. So yeah, it's one of those things where September's always busy, I think, because a lot of our friends don't have kids, so they go on holiday. So everyone else has got things going on, so we're happily to look after animals, but we have our own holiday in September as well. But yeah, it's just a busy time. September, October and November are always busy for us. We tend to have our big holiday at the end of the year. I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to sort of work the 2-week holiday into the beginning of the year, really, rather than constantly being sort of September to November. But it's just a money side of things. If you keep going on holiday in November, you've always got a year to save up. So yeah, we're just trying to work out things like that and how we're going to work our holidays for the next couple of years. But yeah, we do tend to go away quite a bit at the end of the year. I think because we sort of accumulate leave at work, and then we want to use it before the end of the year, so we don't lose it or get forced to take it on certain times. So we try and book them in, and then we end up going away more often than we should. But yeah, I like being busy. I like obviously going on holiday and doing bits and things, so I'm more than happy to have all these plans put in. But yes, I'm just going to stamp the dates, put the week numbers on, and that is everything. So I hope you've enjoyed this part, and I'll be back with the second part shortly. Thank you very much. Bye.